Rabbi Sai, in the final moments of our Parshas Noach Tovshin Pei edition, I just want to bring to your attention an advertisement that appears in the Jewish press each and every year, and that we all have to have a tremendous hakaras hatoiv, and we have to use this opportunity to reflect and to be mekaneh within the context of the Chazal Kinas Seifrim Tarbe Chochma. If you're jealous of the Chachomim and you desire to be like them, there will be a proliferation of Chochma, of Torah learning. It's a positive characteristic. And therefore we have to recognize the late, great Mr. Joseph Rosenberger, Olav Hashalom. Yahrzeit is on the 7th day of Cheshvan, this coming Tuesday, November 5th, 2019, which also, strangely enough, happens to be coincidentally, spiritually serendipity. It happens to be election day. And I read you this ad. He was the founder of of all Shatnez laboratories. In his last will, he wrote, "Due to the fact that I spent all my years educating the Jewish public about the mitzvah of Shatnez and therefore couldn't learn enough Torah, I am requesting the public to at least learn Torah for my neshama, which I will consider as a repayment for my years of devotion. If you are unable to learn Mishnayos or Gemara, kindly say Tehillim for my neshama, Yosef ben Moshe Halevi," the founder of the Shatnez Laboratory. And I was Zoicha as a young fellow to go to his office, the first Shatnez office in Wiensburg. And for those who know the story, Shatnez in America for many years was very problematic until Mr. Rosenberger came along, and he did so much to be Mezaka, and he gets all the credit. He gets all the credit for that. It's an unbelievable thing. It's similar to Rabbi Bald with Irgun Shirei Torah, the Stolner Chassid Rabbi Bald, who has tens of thousands of, maybe hundreds of thousands of hours of people listening to shiurim, both on tapes and CDs and in person, his Shovavim and his daily shiurim in Stalin. This is unbelievable, the zchus. And we have to be jealous of these things, jealous in a positive way, to think, what could I do to also attain this kind of a tremendous zchus? Again, as I mentioned, his yahrzeit comes out on this coming Tuesday, which is election day. And therefore, we should elect to do something very positive on that day. And that's why the Jewish press, although I'm very disappointed that lately they keep on pushing this article, the column called Dispatch from the Culture Wars, into the Culture War Front, into the back of the paper. It can be found on page 61. Nevertheless, it's crucial what they state. Assisted suicide legislators shouldn't get our vote. Last year, the Jewish Press published a psak halacha on assisted suicide legislation, which included the following sentences on voting. Thus, when voting for any public official, assisted suicide must be considered as top priority, certainly overriding financial considerations, government programs, etc. By voting for people who support assisted suicide laws, we become accountable for their actions. This ruling would still apply even if these laws were to be passed. We would still be forbidden to vote for legislators who voted for these laws. Many Choshev Rabbanim signed this, from the modern Orthodox community, the Orthodox Sephardic community, Rabbi El Ben Chaim, Rabbi Aaron Rakefet Rothkopf, Rabbi Yitzchak Cohen of Yeshiva University, Rabbi Shmuel Kamenetsky, Rabbi Benjamin Yuden, Rabbi Stephen Przansky, Rabbi Simcha Bunim Cohen, Rav David Shustel, Rav Avram Yaakov Nelkenbaum of the Mir. Okay. These are some of the legislators who represent Orthodox districts in New Jersey, and they voted for this. Lisa Swain, Christopher Tully in the Fairlawn Paramus area, Gordon Johnson, Valerie Vianieri, Huttle of Englewood, Fort Lee, Teaneck, and Trenton, Clinton Calabrese, Psayak, James Holly, Annette Quigiano, and Elizabeth and Union, Louis Greenwald, Pamela Lampett and Cherry Hill, Mila Jassy, John McKinnon in the Maplewood, West Orange, Livingston area, Annette Chaparano, Raj Makariji, Jersey City, Union City, Angela McKnight in Jersey City, Bayonne. It passed by one vote. If the Orthodox community would have been vigilant, they could have stopped this thing. I just want to also say in Rockland County, there's a three-way race for the position of district attorney. New York Supreme Court Justice Thomas Walsh. Then there's pro-LGBT, pro-abortion Assemblyman Kenneth Zaborowski, chas v'shalom to vote him, and attorney Michael Dietrich, who mamish wants to turn over the chinuch and would kemat try to push yeshiva students into public schools, a real oisvav. So people should be aware of that in Rockland County. And finally, in New Jersey, in the Lakewood area, there's an Assemblyman, Sean Keene, who voted for assisted suicide. Everybody should not only vote against these people, but they should call the office of Keene and say that we are voting against him because of his vote on assisted suicide. He's lied several times. He's been caught in terrible votes, and he always says, oh, this is one time, it will never happen again, and then he does it. You can really quantify your impact by voting the right way or refraining from voting. If you're not sure, do not vote. Fill in a paper ballot that says morality if you feel you have to do your civic duty. Okay? Vote for righteousness. Ubacharta b'chaim. This is Yehuda Levin. Until we meet again, a guten tamid. Thank you very much for listening. And please spread the word about this program. You can be a shutaf. You can make a Kiddush Hashem by allowing people and facilitating people becoming educated in the various hashkafic and Torah things which we discuss each and every week, which is the real reason radio was created, because this is absolute Torah and hashkafa from the Gedolim V'Yestia. Thank you and a guten tamid.